Like many countries in Europe, Italy is struggling with problems of its own making, following sleaze, scandal and corruption. But it has received some credit after taking measures that have begun to turn things around. On the eve of the Italian general election, Euronews spoke to Dario Fo, intellectual, playwright and actor. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1997. Today, the can't pay, won't pay writer accuses the banks and those in power of demoralising the Italian people.
Dario Fo,
as at other times in your career, you're currently concentrating on your painting. So I ask you how and what colours you would paint with to represent Italy today.
Con che colori dipingerebbe e rappresenterebbe l'Italia del 2013?
Unfortunately, we're in a situation where the colours are grey. At best, there are shades of purple, orange and red. This is because there's no vibration. There's sadness. There's disaster. The crisis has destroyed any enthusiasm and joy.
In your latest works, is there any hope? And where is the hope?
There's one positive thing. It's the fact that we're doing all we can and not giving up. I see many people who don't surrender, who look for the best solutions, who look for new approaches. It's not only about surviving, it's about something new, a change of approach.
Now let's jump into your past, to talk about the Nobel Prize for Literature you won in 1997. For Dario Fo, and here I'm quoting the Swedish Academy, who, inspired by the gestures of the Middle Ages, castigates the powerful and restores the dignity of the oppressed. Who are the powerful that Dario Fo castigates today, and why?
The banks mostly, and the big entrepreneurs. All those who hold the reins, the show within a show. Those who, through the media, television and in other ways, make every effort to ensure that people just accept the conditions they find themselves in.
You're following Italy's election campaign with apprehension. What worries you the most about the election?
I'm not worried about the same things as the politicians, because I feel like an outsider. I'm tired of the way they think of the relationships between people. It's clear I can't feel pity for these politicians who only risk their jobs. The politicians have just got into a workplace routine. They no longer have a mission. And this is accepted because the voters trust them.
Is it still possible to be passionate about politics?
It's all become so degraded in a very short time. All that's been created over centuries, hope and trust have been destroyed, as well as the value of laws, the community, justice, especially justice.
When and how did this destruction come about?
If there isn't a system which is strong, solid, and based primarily on culture and knowledge, which instills in the collective consciousness equality, freedom and justice, then everything collapses. There are many who praise the sleaze, real scam artists. It's not even worth naming anyone in particular. They're all like this. Just look around you. The first one you see, he's one of them.
In today's politics, for a few years now, it's considered a good thing to be moderate. You, however, have always proudly claimed not to be. What's the problem with being moderate?
il fatto di non essere un moderato.
Certo.
Qual è il problema dei moderati? Che cosa rimprovera loro?
Ma soprattutto la finzione.
Well, above all, the staging, the mask of a good person, kind, who's never hurt anyone. But it's really a trap. They appear nice and gentle in their mannerisms and gestures, but they never let go. They never have fun. They never play or dance. I've never seen a moderate dance and party with people. They just stay in the corner, not to be seen, not to be discovered.
Allora, nel 1994 un ingresso in politica.
In 1994, he went into politics in a surprise move. He then had a long career. And today, in 2013, he's back and running for re-election. Of course, we're talking about Berlusconi. You've said much about him in the past. How do you see him now?
Rappresentarlo a teatro oggi, come lo rappresenterebbe?
Ieri proprio ho fatto una pantomima.
Just yesterday I did a satirical performance drawn from Buster Keaton. It was about a statue in a large room, and all around there are characters who are trying to keep up. They move in all directions. They leave, they come back. They try to support it with mechanical devices to keep it balanced, but the statue falls. It's on the verge of breaking, but they stand it up and it's still okay. It comes back, but each time it's closer to the abyss.
But it never reaches it.
We must be patient.
One last question to finish. What are your hopes for Italy in the future?
Freedom. Breaking free from any obstacle. From infamy, hypocrisy and bondage, which robs us of our lives. To become again master of our own lives. This is exactly what I wish for my country.